teach few things that can help us to walk, to have an understanding when it comes to serve God. Hallelujah. I'm teaching like a service to serve God. Hallelujah. Because some of us, what we know only is to ask. Amen. We don't act. Hallelujah. What we know is to ask. We don't act. When it comes to worshiping God, hallelujah, it is something which exchange. Hallelujah. It's not one mouth just to speak and be given every day. And you ask, we don't do anything about what God called us to do. Hallelujah. God called us in his kingdom to serve him. But there are some principles that God has put that when we follow those principles, it will help us easier. You may do 24-hour prayer. Listen, brother, sister. You can do 24-hour prayer. Non-stop. But nothing will work. Hallelujah. Unless you apply that prayer. Amen. The principles of God. Hallelujah. You may be a prayerful person, or you may be a person who tithe a lot, and may be a giver or whatever. You have to have the full package. That's why Ephesians, the book of Ephesians said, put the whole armor. Amen. When it comes to God, you need a package. You don't want to minus something. That this one, I think I can go to church every Sunday, but I will not tithe. I can be in church every day as long as I'm not absent. I'll be in church every day, but I will not do that. And there is something you are living. That thing only is the thing that God is waiting for you to do, so that you get your answer. Hallelujah. God can wait for you until you take a step. The day you prayed, the day you started to worship him, he was there. He saw you. He is with you. He lives with you. But there is one thing he said, without that I can't move. Hallelujah. It's us who bind God. Hallelujah. It's us who limit God. It's us who cause God not to do something. Hallelujah. There is a verse in chapter, that wasn't my verse. It's just coming now. Let's open the book of Isaiah before I go to my message for today. Isaiah 45. Let me show you that when God wanted to do something, hallelujah, let's not bind God to do something, to move in our lives. Hallelujah. Let's not, because he has got so much to do for us. What we need to do is to abide in his principles. To live by what he said I have to do. Hallelujah. To live by what he said I have to do. When we do that, we give him no choice but to act. Hallelujah. We give God no choice. So, Pastor, do you mean I don't? So you mean I'm not getting my answer? I'm not doing right? Is that what you mean, Pastor? No. Maybe God is saying, wait, I'm sorting it out. Maybe God is saying, there's only 2-3 things left for you to do. Maybe God, there is no denial. God has never denied these people. He always there for us. Omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. Hallelujah. Can you read just a few verses of that chapter 45 from verse 1? I want to touch something. That wasn't the verse in whatever I'm preaching. But let me allow God to flow. Amen. Let me allow God to say what he wants to say. Amen. Hallelujah.
Isaiah 45 verse 1. Thus saith the Lord to his anointed, to Cyrus, whose right hand I have holden, to subdue nations before him.
Hallelujah.
And I will loose the loins of kings, to open before him the 2-leaved gates, and the gate shall not be shut.
Hallelujah. I want to touch to back up what I was saying. Hallelujah. God was holding the hand of Cyrus. Hallelujah. And God was saying, Cyrus, by holding your hand, I'm going you are going to subdue all nations. You are going to overcome. You are going to take over. To subdue is to possess it. Hallelujah. And to lose the armor of kings. Wherever Cyrus was going, the kings were losing their power. Why? When you go back to the story of Cyrus, he is the king who knew how to save God. Hallelujah. Cyrus was a king who knew how to save God. Hallelujah. And God said to open before him the double doors. God is planning in heaven. Cyrus, I'll hold his hand. I'll hold his hand. And I'll open the double doors. And I'll make Cyrus to subdue nations. And I will lose the power of every king. Why do you think that triggers so much God to do that? There are things that we do that even when I am sleeping, God will be in battle for me. He said, for Zion's sake, I will not hold my peace. For Jerusalem's sake, I will not be silent. Hallelujah. What do you do as a child of God that God makes God not to rest? Amen. Hallelujah. He said, I will go before you and make the crooked places straight. Cyrus is sitting in the house and God is doing things. I'll go before you. Before you go to look for a work, I'll make the crooked place straight. Before you go to look for something, before you look for papers, before you look for a husband, I'll prepare the way before you. Hallelujah. And God said, I'll break in pieces the gates of bronze. Gates of bronze, they block with their barriers, right? And God said, before you know, you go there, the barriers will be down. Hallelujah. And cut the bars of iron. And I will give you the treasures of darkness. This man we are looking for. Do you know Satan is sitting on the money? The darkness, because Satan, when he came on earth, he possessed the earth. When he took over the earth, but when God comes and said, excuse me, this is for Audrey, just move. Amen. Hallelujah. He said, I'll give you the treasures of what? Of darkness. Hallelujah. I'll give you the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places. Do you know there are things that are hidden on earth? Everything that we are looking for is here in Manchester. Amen. Believe me. The money that we are looking for is in Manchester. Have you ever seen that people change cities, that in this city there is no money? Have you ever heard that? The money you are looking for is in Manchester. Hallelujah. But it's covered by darkness. And God said, I'll give you that treasure which is in Manchester, that everybody in Manchester is chasing money and can't find it. But there is a richest man here in Manchester. When someone else said there is no jobs in Manchester, there is no money. But if we go around, there are men and women who have got mansions, who are living life. They don't know what to do with their money, but they live in Manchester. Hallelujah. There is treasures of the secret places. There are things that God is stored for us. But we are not getting it because there is someone. Daniel wanted an answer, but the prince of Persia withhold the answer. Hallelujah. And God said, Daniel, I have heard your prayer, but the prince of Persia is waging war against me. Hallelujah. Daniel was loved by God for God to come down and say, for some of us, God has heard, and the prince of this city is waging war with heaven. But God is not telling us. God can't reach us. Hallelujah. Because there is a war between us and God. So today I want to teach a few things. Hallelujah. That God, if there is that money in the secret place, I need it. Amen. I need it. Where is it hidden and why is it hidden for me? Hallelujah. So what are the few things? I'm going to do this thing in series. Hallelujah. I'm going to teach outers first. Hallelujah. It's part one of the series. Because the outer is one of the principles that when you understand an outer, hallelujah, you understand why I started with the outer, because where I'm standing right now, I'm standing in the out of God. Hallelujah. We're here, where I'm standing here. Hey. All the answers are here. Hallelujah. So I start from there. Hallelujah. So what is this?